What is up, guys? It's me, Mojo Jojo, back again with some more Totally Extreme Wrestling, local to global, with South Essex Wrestling Federation. We're just gonna cut straight to the first show. We've already started here. There's gonna be quite a few shows in this episode because I do want to crown the tag champions at some point. But might be this episode, might be the next one. Who knows? So we might be going up until April this time, depending on how long these shows take. So yeah, we're gonna start off straight away. We have Mojo here. He is got a few announcements for this show. First of all, he announces that after he no-showed our very important endpoint show in December, he is going to make sure that today is the end of Vic Walker's title reign, as he goes up against one of the most promising athletes in this company, one of the best performers in this company, Leighton Buzzard, in the main event for the British Championship. Also, he announces that starting from next month's show, we will be starting a tournament to crown the first ever SEWF British Tag Team Champions. And we have a showcase match of some of the best up-and-coming tag teams in this company on the show tonight. 40 rated segment, nice. Speaking of up-and-coming tag teams, here's the match. We have, in a decent match, Trouble and Strife have defeated the Black Country Boys in 1939 when Rohan Kirchner has pinned Mickey Robson with a super kick. Rohan Kirchner carried the match. He's getting very good now with a 42 rating. That's actually very good. Gaz Vedmore and Mickey Robson have excellent chemistry, great. And they have a tag team specialist, which is also great. Mickey Robson's just come back from injury as well, so that's fair. So this isn't a tournament match. This was just to show off some of the young tag teams. One of the new tag teams, I wanted to see how good they actually are. By the looks of things, they are pretty decent. 35 rated segment. Poor psychology apparently, but what can you do? Trouble and Strife. That's their team's name, of Kirchner and Strife. So Mickey Robson with 25, Gaz Vedmore 26, Strife 29, and Kirchner with a 42. Good job. Next segment, we have the debut of... Well, he's a brand new wrestler. He made his debut... Not made his debut, this is his official debut. He actually graduated from the Ring of Fire School in December last year. This is Bill Hernandez. He is, I believe, either Asian Irish or Asian English descent, according to the game. Not that that affects anything, but yeah. Bill Hernandez got a 15, which isn't too bad. Miles Cross got a 19. He's penalised for stamina, but not by much, I don't think. Miles Cross defeated Bill Hernandez in 15 minutes with a spinning back fist. Still don't know how that finishes off a fight, but what can you say? Bill Hernandez got 15, not bad. Miles Cross got a 19, also not bad for them. Bill Hernandez is a degenerate. Very good gimmick. And it's just standard, so it doesn't affect anything. There we go. Miles Cross was actually technically worse than him, but... Oh well. Next segment, we have the debut of... Oh, god damn it. I made this gimmick specifically for him, and it's poor. This is Davey London. He was supposed to make his debut at the last show. He was my backup main event for when Vic Walker no-showed. But he was also performing, so he couldn't show up. Davey London versus Ian Vincible. And in about that, good wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd. Davey London defeated Ian Vincible in 14 minutes and 36 seconds with a London's Bridge, which I'm assuming is sort of like a back suplex, but like a German suplex, but you bridge. That's what I'm assuming that would be. He's the Prince of Peckham. No. No luck. No luck there. No storyline as well. That's why it's only a 30, even though the match ratings would tell you otherwise. And then Davey London here. Oh god, he can't really talk. He has a freestyle segment where he basically says that this is the South Essex Wrestling Federation, but I don't even know why you'd make a wrestling company in Essex. Essex is awful. London is way better, especially Peckham, because Prince of Peckham, of course. So, we should have more shows in London. Why are you wasting your time? You don't even have an arena in Essex, yet you've made a company here. Technically, there is none, which is fair. That's the gist of it. He's basically saying Essex sucks. These are the reasons why. There's no arena. We've got bad wrestlers. Blah blah blah. Peckham is better. Let's go. And then we get to the main event. Leighton Buzzard was off his game. That's a shame. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Vic Walker has defeated Leighton Buzzard in 19 minutes and 41 seconds by pinfall with a reverse DDT, following the interference from somebody else called Victor Lannister. Vic Walker makes defense number 3. Very good. Lack of heat from the associated storyline? What are you on about? So Vic Walker, he is still the champion, which is a shame for everyone involved. But Victor Lannister, this guy, he gets a large boost to microphone skills. That's good. That is very good. Because this is our best promo we've ever had. In a freestyle, so Victor Lannister announces why he's here. And he is here because, well, Vic Walker heard what Mojo had to say at the last show and at the beginning of this show, and he says that he needs some help to make sure that he keeps these titles for as long as he can now that Mojo is up against him. And that's where he comes in. Victor Lannister here is going to do everything in his power to make sure that Vic Walker is not getting screwed by the SEWF, and that every match that he has is a fair match, even though this one obviously wasn't. And that, well, right, and that he's just basically here, he's an insurance policy to make sure that nothing goes wrong with his good friend Vic Walker here. And that was a 54 rated segment, which is our best ever promo. You'll see why after at the end of the month, or at the end of the episode when I go through the wrestlers. Victor Lannister is the best talker in this company, and he's been a wrestler for about 2 weeks. That was very, very good. And we have our first 40 rated show, I believe. So yeah, good promos. It's our first hour and a half show as well. You might have noticed there's more promos, more actual wrestling on the show. So yeah, pretty decent. First of all, Victor Lannister, you are awesome. Vic, I will give Leighton Buzzard a good performance as well. Pointing out as an example, and Ryan Kirchner compliment on a good performance because he was very good on this show. So yes, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Victor Lannister can do. He's not the most intimidating guy in the world, as you will see here. He's about 5'9", so he's not ahead of you. Baz Hagen. Oh yeah. What was that show rated? Very positive. Great. So yeah, we'll go to Victor Lannister real quick, just so you guys can see this guy. He's not the best in ring, I'll give him that. He's a very good brawler. Good psychology for someone who's in his rookie year. But he has got 80 acting, 87 microphones, 87 charisma. His star quality isn't the best, unfortunately. But because his gimmick also gives a large boost to microphone skills, he is going to be a star. If I can just get his star quality up, that would be amazing. Also, let's look at creative, see if he's talk the talk. Of course he is. He's the best talker in the company. So yeah, that was the first show. Vic Walker's defended his title even after Mojo said he's gonna lose it. He's got interfered by a new signing, Victor Lannister, who I guess in this situation wouldn't have been revealed as a new signing. He would have just been some guy coming from the crowd to interfere and ruin everything. But yeah, that is the first show out of the way. We will try and get to the April SEWF Live. And I'll see you guys in the next show, which is February. So yeah, I'll be right back with that. Okay, we are here at the next show. This is SEWF Live 11 in Bristol in front of 99 people. The only reason it's going down is because the wrestling industry is in the toilet. Anyway, we start off this episode, this show, with Mojo coming out to the ring and saying that what Vic Walker did in the last show is absolutely not on. I had the perfect opponent, the perfect guy to defeat him for the British Heavyweight Championship, and Vic Walker just had to bring one of his little friends along to come and ruin everything. Vic Walker comes out now with Mojo and basically says, hey, he's just an insurance policy again. I want to make sure that if I am to lose this title, I'm going to lose it fairly and without you ruining everything like you always do. And Victor Lannister then says, just in spite of you, we're going to go after the tag titles as well. Vic Walker and Victor Lannister are going to be your first British tag team champions. And then what are you going to do about it, Mojo? Mojo just walks out looking extremely annoyed. 34 rate segment, not as good as the main event one that Victor did last time, but still pretty decent. Then next segment is their match. Oh, hello. Victor Lannister did pretty good. In a decent match, their tag team that they are calling themselves simply the best defeated Invincible after Vic Walker pinned Andrew Rock using a foreign object. Once again, Vic Walker is cheating at everything and getting away with it. So, 18 minutes this match went. Victor Lannister would say he started a brawl outside with Andrew Rock, with Invincible, which caused the ref to be distracted after they basically dominated the match because Andrew Rock is massive. They dominated the match, and then it ended after Vic Walker ran out, grabbed his heavyweight title, whilst the ref was distracted by Lannister and Invincible fighting outside. Smashed Andrew Rock over the head with it, knocking him out 1, 2, 3. That's how this match ended. Lost a bit of heat, unfortunately, but hey, the tag team storyline has advanced. That's good. Next segment, we have the Danger Zone making their way to the ring. We have Danger Mouse and Travis Grove. They do a little rap for the audience, like a little duet, because they're both rappers. I think I don't know, I've forgotten the type of music. He's a grime artist, he's a rapper, is his gimmick. Pretty decent. They performed well together, which is great. By that I mean, I only rated Danger Mouth on this because he's the better talker. Anyway. Then they have a pretty awful match. However, we finally have... This should have been the part of the original Danger storyline, because Danger Mouth and Travis Grove have finally defeated arguably the best tag team in this competition with a surprise roll-up, the most devastating move in all of wrestling. When Danger Mouth has pinned Gavin Owen. And yeah, so with his last tag team with Invincible, it did not work out with Danger Mouth taking on these guys. But luckily these two, they're brothers. They know what they're doing. I know they've had one tag match together and it went well. But they have defeated one of the favourites in the first round of the tag team tournament. Travis Grove got 13, which because he's awful. Danger Mouth got 22. Glenn Ward got 39. Gavin Owen got 35. Travis Grove was exhausted because this is the longest match he's ever done. Pretty decent for them, a 32. They have good matches with everyone, pretty much. I wouldn't be... I think it's pretty good that they finally won, though, because Danger Mouth hasn't won for a while. Next segment we have the Black Country Boys versus the Kings of Essex. Oh, the Danger storyline advanced, because I forgot these guys are in that storyline. It went a little bit too long, I think. That's fair. 22 rated segment. Pretty bad, I'll be honest. Mickey Robson had an in-ring performance of 21. Gaz Vedmore, 26. Mr. King with a 31. And Edward Curran with an 18. These guys are tag team specialists, but they were really off their game because it went too long, basically. And the Kings of Essex have defeated the Black Country Boys. Even though Gaz Vedmore was one of my original go-to guys in the company, he's not actually as good as I thought he was. Mr. King has pinned Gaz Vedmore with the King's Fall, which I don't know what that move would be. I kind of just made up a name. But yeah. And then we come to the main event. Edward Curran botched a move that upset him and almost injured Gaz Vedmore. Oh no. The main event is a 37, pretty decent. Grant Tapin is injured and still got a 45 rating because he's that good. Strife is even getting up in performances now. These guys are probably the future for this company, even though they're all in their 30s. Which isn't bad, but still. So, in a match that had superb wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd, the Bridges of London have defeated Trouble and Strife in 19 minutes 39 seconds when Leighton Buzzard pinned Strife with a buzz-off. Leighton Buzzard got a 46, Grant Tapin got a 45, which is amazing. Strife got a 36, which is good for him, and Kirchner got a 43. These guys are actually very, very good in ring, and I had no idea how good they were until this match. But goddamn, Grant Tapin has whiplash. Only a 35 rated this time, but that is unfortunate. I am, however, we're going to go to Victor Lannister, give him a hug, because that was a good in-ring performance. Mr. King was surprisingly good as well. And who else? And we'll give... who was the best? Leighton Buzzard was the best in ring, but only just, so we're going to go for that. They're all pleased, great. Yep, so that was that show. We're probably going to lose a bit of money on this show because it was all tag team matches, which is unfortunate, but what can we do? Grant Tapin is injured from a botched move. That's a little bit annoying. We're still making money though, which is good. We were over 10k. We will be back over 10k by the end of the month for the first time ever. One more thing, we have hired another new guy. I really should stop hiring new rookies, but this guy I had to hire because he does look pretty funny. Neil Death. He's pretty decent in ring, good psychology, no popularity whatsoever. He's just your average guy, really. Awful star quality. Don't even know why I got this guy, to be honest, but what's the worst that can happen? His finisher move is a side suplex. It's awful. Okay, so that was the tournament. The next round is going to be the Kings of Essex versus Essex. The Kings of Essex. The Kings of Essex versus Bridges of London. And then Simply the Best versus Danger Zone in the semi-finals. And the final will be on the same show, I believe. Because I want to crown these tag titles this episode. I might stick to three shows an episode. Because why not? So yeah, that went well. And next show is our brand new event, Refuse to Lose, which is fitting considering Vic Walker is refusing to lose at the moment. So yeah, we'll be right back for Refuse to Lose. See you guys then. Okay, and here we are, the last show of this episode. It is the time we crown our tag team champions. There's 100 people in London tonight for the show. 2 more than the last show in Bristol. And we start with Danger Zone are making their way to the ring, rapping like they usually do. But before they can actually make it into the ring, Vic Walker and Victor Lannister run out from the curtains behind the ring, and just blindside both of them, knocking them down, and then throwing them in the ring to start the match. Low heat in that, but they gained heat, which is great. Not as great a promo as the first one he was in, but that's mainly because there's these guys that aren't as popular. But yeah, pretty decent way to start the show. Then we have a 26 rated match, unfortunately, where Victor Lannister has pinned Travis Grove with a corner elbow smash. And that's the end of this the run for Danger Zone in this tournament. Simply the Best have defeated the Danger Zone. Victor Lannister got 20, Vic Walker with a 33, which is pretty decent. Travis Grove with a 14, Danger Mouth with a 20. Travis Grove is still always exhausted after tiny matches. Oh well, what can you do? Next match is a 41 rated match. These guys are just too good. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Bridges of London have defeated the Kings of Essex in 15 minutes when Grant Tapin pinned Edward Curran with a single-arm DDT. Edward Curran was the weak link, but yeah, what do you expect? He's still very much a rookie. Leighton Buzzard and Grant Tapin both got a 44. Mr. King got 30, which is good. Edward Curran got a 20, which is pretty decent for him. And both storylines advanced as well, which is great. But that is the final. It's going to be the Bridges of London versus Simply the Best. Nice. Up next, we have a debut of a new sign-in. She's somehow even worse than the other one. Oh my god. She's got a good gimmick though, which is good. We have the debut of Blair Kerrigan and Stacey Cummo. In a match that had terrible wrestling and no heat whatsoever, Blair Kerrigan defeated Stacey Cummo with a top rope leg drop in 14 minutes. For psychology, yes, that is absolutely true. She's got 28 psychology, but I just need more women's wrestlers that are in England, so I signed her. Gimmick changes. Gives a large boost to psychology, which is great. Stacey Cummo's one. Boost to microphone skills during angles and menace. Not bad. You are 5'3", so you're not very menacing, but what can you do? Up next, we have another amazing match for us, where Andrew Rock was defeated by Rohan Kirshner with a super kick. Since Andrew Rock's first squash match, he has lost every match, which is a shame because I do like the guy. But yeah, this is part of tag titles because they're both in tag teams. Gained heat with a 41, which is great. Very good match. Rohan Kirshner with performance of the night so far. He might actually be one of my first challengers, or one of my challengers for the singles belt at some point. Who knows? And then Mojo comes out with the brand new tag team titles, holds them up in the air and says, after this match right here, we will have our first ever tag team champions. We have our current British champion, Vic Walker, and Victor Lannister. Will Lannister win his first ever title in his career in his third match? Or will the Bridges of London, my favourite tag team in this company, be the first champions? We will soon see. So, yeah, we're all building up to this match. It might be bad because I've used Victor Lannister a bit too long in this show. He's been in 3 segments with no pop. Hopefully, that doesn't ruin everything. It did not. We had a great main event once again. Wow. In a match that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Bridges of London are your first British Tag Team Champions. After Leighton Buzzard pinned Vic Walker with a buzz off. So Vic Walker takes his first pin in the company. What a result that was. What a great match as well. Leighton Buzzard with a 48. He is amazing. Grant Tapen with a 45. He is very good as well. Vic Walker even got a 38, which is good. And Victor Lannister, not bad. Good performance from the bloke. He is still his third ever match. He still hasn't taken a pin, but doesn't matter because he's not the champion. So the Bridges of London are your first ever tag team champions in the save. Let's just see what happened here. Anything bad? Not really, no. Even for using this guy way too much. Pretty decent show. It's only a 38 rated show though, which sucks because we did use Victor Lannister a bit too much. God damn it. Yeah, that cost us of having our best ever show. Damn it. Oh well, I'll learn in the future. So, Danger Zone lost, unfortunate. Danger Mouth, unfortunately, messed up as well. Not messed up, but they lost. I will give our new champions, say that they are amazing, because they are amazing. And also Rohan Kirchner was amazing again. So yeah, that was our first. Well, we've now got 2 of our first 3 champions, sets of champions at least. We don't have a women's champion yet, but we're still building up the women's roster. Let's go through this, see if we can find. Very positive show. 100 fans. Anything interesting happened last night? Cliff King is being released. Okay. He's a bit expensive, but I'll shortlist him anyway, so I quite like Cliff King. And so yeah. Last month we somehow made the most money ever. This month we're gonna somehow make the most money ever by the looks of things. We have our first champions here. These guys, they are amazing. But how will that ever interfere with Leighton Buzzard's, Leighton Buzzard trying to get the British Championship? Who knows? We will never know by the sounds of things. Besides, we are now a 12, meaning in the next 2 episodes we should be up to Tiny. I might even just breeze through up until the one before we become Tiny, just so that you guys can get to see that, because this is taking a bit longer than I thought to get to Tiny. It's a shame, but what can you do? Now we're going to just quickly jump towards the end of the month to see how much money we've made, and then go through the roster, give them a little review, see what's going on, and then yeah, that'll be it for this one. So I'll be right back at the end of the month, the beginning of April. Okay, here we are. We're at the end of the month now. Beginning of April, end of March. And last month we made the most money we have ever made in the save, $1,327. So we're up to 13k now. We're moving up in the world. Size, we're still a 12, unfortunately. Didn't boost at the end. See how that's been going very quickly. This time last year we were a 2 out of 100, now we're 12, so we're moving up. Thank God. I think the next episode, it'll be a weird one, because I'm going to try and run through many shows as it takes to get from 12 to 17. If that does take too long, however, we'll split it up into more videos. Just a heads up in advance for that. I have, for some reason, signed another guy. However, looking at this guy, he looks very, very good. This is Howard Brendan. He trained in the WWA. Is basically like one of the worldwide training companies that just spawn a bunch of regens. This guy looks very impressive. I like the look of him. Neil Death has also got to make his debut soon as well. So, we'll go through the storylines quick to see the ratings for those. We have the Pillars is still a 35, which is good. 41 for the tag titles, however, mainly because Bridges of London are very, very good. The Danger Zone storyline is moving up in the world. It's moving up in heat. Very good, because I do like Danger Mouth and Edward Curran. No, not Edward Curran, and Travis Grove as a tag team. Mr. King and Edward Curran are also pretty impressive, but yeah. Right, so. And last but not least, the women's title. It is hot, but they have no champion. So we still need to fix all of this, because our women's wrestlers are either absolutely awful or too expensive. So that kind of sucks, but what can you do? I mean, I'm literally building a women's division in this country from the ground up, because we don't have one anywhere else in the world. And in England, sorry. Titles, we've gone up to 31 prestige for the British title, which is great. Vic Walker's doing a very good job being an asshole heel. And we have a 15 rating for the tag team championships. Mainly because this is sort of a secondary title, but I wanted the first holders to be very good, to have good matches, to build up prestige, and that's what Grant Taven and Leighton Buzzard are here to do. Women's title, obviously we don't have one, so we won't look at that. What else can I look at quick? Anything else important? We'll look at the creative, and then we'll go through the roster. So we have 2 franchise players, finally. The main event wrestler, Vic Walker, he's 35, pretty good at everything. He's definitely a number 1 guy. That's good for him. Leighton Buzzard is number 2, arguably our best wrestler. Maybe second. Well, he's probably joint with Rohan Kirshner for best wrestler in the company. But I think, as cool as Leighton Buzzard is, I would prefer somebody like Rohan Kirshner, because he is a ring general, and I don't think Leighton Buzzard is. Next big things, still only Danger Mouth. It was the entire women's roster before, so I don't know what's happened there. But Danger Mouth, next big thing. Oh. We have hot prospects. Andrew Rock, Neil Death, apparently. Gaz Vedmore, yeah, I can agree with that. Neville Jones, the new guy, he's had 1 match in this company. He is very good. But yeah. I do have some plans for Neville Jones in the future, we just need to get to it. And Thea Davies is definitely by far the best women's wrestler we have. Talk the talk, I've already gone through this in the previous episode. We have Victor Lannister as the best talker by a long shot. Look at those stats. 87, 87, and 80. We have Danger Mouth second. Also a very good talker, but he's also an entertainer, so what do you expect? Mojo is pretty decent, and Gaz Vedmore was always a good talker, but he's not the best in the ring, unfortunately. So the better technically he gets, more I'll use him, I think. As a main guy. Joe Stoppers, Thea Davies, and Sophia Yankovic. Okay. They're apparently our 2 best wrestlers. And then Rohan Kirshner is third, with Neville Jones and Johnny Leyland. I can agree with Rohan Kirshner and Neville Jones. Not sure about Johnny Leyland, though. Although, looking at that, he is pretty impressive. Ring generals. Oh, Kirshner's dropped off. He's not a ring general anymore. Or at least he's not the top 5 ring general. Thea Davies is number 1. Vic Walker can get a good match out of everyone, which is very good because he's the champion. And then Sofia Yankovic, Leyland, and Buzzard. Again, who's hot? Vic Walker. He's got a lot of momentum. Followed by Mr. King is surprisingly got decent momentum now. And one of the judo boys, Gavin Owen, and Leighton Buzzard as well. Whose momentum is in the toilet. Danger Mouth is. They're totally cold on him, but I'll fix that soon. Johnny Leyland, yeah, he hasn't won a match. I'm surprised he's not complaining because he is the head booker of the Championship Wrestling from Wigan. Kane Carlisle needs to win more. Edward Curran needs to win more, and Rupert Lestat. I don't care. Finally, Hidden Gems. For these three, I'm definitely not bringing in. I don't like any of them, to be honest. Lone Wolf, however, he's somebody I might bring in the future. The Grifter. He's a throwback to the old carnival days. Okay. He's not the best, but I've seen far worse. I've got far worse in the company, let's be honest. He's on $80 a month though, so I need to start making big money to bring him in, I think. I could afford to bring him in. It's just, annoying. He's also based in Scotland now. But he's moved to Scotland, unfortunately. Mainly because he probably... does he sign for... No, he's not signed for anyone. He's unemployed. And Louis Payton is pretty decent as well. Pretty popular as well. Yes, I might bring someone like him in to be a tag guy. Last but not least, let's go through the roster real quick just to see popularity rises. Maybe take a look at the skills of some. With Andrew Rock, he is moving up, which is great. He's got 4 popularity in Wales somehow, even though he's never wrestled in Wales. He must have, because has he had a match in Wales? Yes, he has. Was that in November? Was November the month his popularity went up? Yes, it was. Okay. He had a match in Wales, fair enough. Now look at his skills quick. Brawling's getting good. Pure wrestling's getting good as well. Technical ability's the same, but that's not that bad because it's already 58, which is good. Basics are going up. Selling is the same. He's more consistent and safer, which is good. We need that. Up next, we have Bill Hernandez. He's only had 1 match, so... New couple? Who is he dating? Oh yeah, he's dating Joanna Brooks. I forgot about that. I forgot to bring you that news article. But his popularity is a 2 because he's had 1 match and he lost, so... Skills, we're going to go... Very good psychology, but awful at everything else. Important. So we need to build up his wrestling skills pretty badly. Basics are getting better. Consistency's the same. Safety's the same. Blair Kerrigan. I'm not going to look into her skills because I do like Blair Kerrigan, but she's not one of the regens. So look into her maybe a very briefly. A pop is still a 3 because she's had 1 match. Skills. Her brawling's getting better, which is good. Stamina's good. Technical ability is getting better. She's definitely more of the aerial ones of the Dublin girls. Only issue is I couldn't sign the other Dublin girl because of the owner goals, but as soon as that's done, she'll be coming in. Dublin girls is, what's her name? Cassiopeia, that's it. Kane Carlisle, he is dating Sofia Yankovic. Popularity is going up and down, I believe. Yeah. Skills, he's Very good basics, very good selling, which is why he loses a lot because he's great at selling. Colin Piccolo, he's had no matches this year, I don't think. Yeah, he's had matches in Scotland. There's like one match with me ever, I believe. Yes. I might release him because I don't really have any plans for him whatsoever. I think I've got too many wrestlers as is. But who knows? I don't know yet what to do. Danger Mouth. Is your popularity increasing? No, it's stagnated. Great. Although his skills are getting better in the ring. Good, because he hasn't got any before this. Psychology's not much better though, but he's pretty decent otherwise. Davey London, he's a 13. In south of England at least. He's been like that the entire time. He's had one match. Not going to look into him too much. But yeah, I've got plans for him. Definitely. Edward Curran. Now this is another one of our regens. Popularity is increasing slowly, which is why his match ratings are getting higher as well. Skills. He's more consistent, which is great. He's always had a good consistency stat. Basics also going up, which is great. Pure wrestling's also going up. This guy, he's very good technically, but he has to script every match. And yeah, he's not the best talker. He's a decent talker. Might give him some promos, see how that goes. With Gavin Owen, one of the Judo Boys, not their tag team name, I just keep calling them that because it's funny. He's up to a 15. He has dropped from November since losing to Danger Mouth. So, yeah, I feel like both the Judo Boys are going to be the same, to be honest. Like, same like popularity going up and down. Gaz Vedmore, he's gone up, I believe. Nope, he's dropped too. Mainly because the first few months he was one of the main guys and he's slowly dropped off because, as I said before, not very good technically. But, you know, maybe he'll get better. Glenn Ward, he has dropped as well, I believe. No, he's gone up. Okay. I like Glenn Ward. He's very, very good in the ring. There is one guy I do want to bring in soon, though. I think I might be able to. Don't know. Grant Tapin, one of the main guys. He's extremely happy. Yeah, we love Grant Tapin. His popularity has just skyrocketed over the last year. 9 to a 16. Very good in the ring. Well, with Leighton Buzzard, who we'll soon get to. Ad Brendan, as I said, nothing yet, so we won't look too. Referee. You know what? I don't usually look at the referee because it doesn't really matter, but he's becoming a better ref, which is great because we need that. Invincible popularity, he's stagnated, I believe, at an 11. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but not everyone can be the main stars. Some people have to be the mid-card people. Speaking of not the main stars, we have Joanna Brooks, who is absolutely horrendous. Like, she's got one popularity after a year of being here. Stats aren't really improving at all, but that's because she's not wrestling at all. I need to talk her into working in, will you work in Europe? No. I don't know what I can do to get her to wrestle more because she's not very good. She stinks up all the shows because she isn't very good. I need more like women wrestlers in England so I can convince so that she can fight more. I guess now that I've got what's her name, she can be involved a bit more. Johnny Leyland, as I said, popularity is not the best, although he has moved up somehow. Leighton Buzzard, the main man himself, other than the actual main man. That makes no sense, but yeah. He's an 18 now. In the last year, he's gone from a 7 to an 18 in the south of England. We're really pushing this guy to the top. He's amazing in ring, like aerial psychology. Technically, he is amazing. He's also dating Laurel Reef. Okay, don't know who that is. I might look into that. Leo Price, our road agent. Well, fair enough. Mickey Robson. His popularity is kind of stagnating because I don't really do much with him. I'll be totally honest. The Black Country Boys aren't really that good. Mr. King, however, I'm quite impressed with Mr. King. He is, after not using him really for the whole year, he's now starting to move up, which is good. Master of Mind Games. That's why I put him with Edward Curran, because Edward Curran is, what's the word? He's got split personality. That's his gimmick. The one that he came with. And Mr. King is the Master of Mind Games. So I have a feeling that this guy is sort of like he's the leader of the team. And Edward Curran is just a kind of don't know how to explain without sounding offensive, so I'm not going to. Mojo, very good talker, mainly because I told him to be that. Popularity is now 2 after an entire year. Nice. Miles Cross, he's a 7. He's another young wrestler though, so I will look into his stats, see how he's evolving. Technically, he's getting much better. Basics, much better. Safety, yep. Consistency is a hell of a lot better. I might use Miles Cross a bit more. He's still very cheap as well, so. Neil Death, he hasn't had a match. He'll have his match on the next show. Neville Jones, he's also only had 1 match with us, I believe. He's not even had a match with us this year. He'll have one too. I need to use him a lot more. Ripper Lestat, I'm sorry, my friend, but I don't like you one bit. I'll be totally honest. He's not very good. He's good at hardcore. Maybe we can have some hardcore stuff with him, but probably not because we're a family-friendly company. We'll figure it out. Now, Rohan Kirchner. How are you so good in the ring? Because I guess because he's got good overall stats, he's very good. His popularity, he's gone from a 5 to an 11 in the last year, which isn't the best, but still, I really like Rohan Kirchner. He keeps winning. Keeps performing very well. I don't know how. Then we have arguably the worst wrestler on the roster. We have Stacey Como. She is from Manchester, 5'6", so she's not 5'3". Decent star quality actually. It's a shame, not very good. But she has only existed for 2 months, so as time goes on, hopefully she will improve. Strife, he has beef with Travis Grove. His skills are moving up, I believe. He's definitely very flashy, which is it's fun. I like that type of wrestling, to be honest. Like, I can't do it myself. I absolutely have no agility whatsoever. Popularity, however, he's gone from a 4 to a 12 since being paired with Rohan Kirchner, and I like that a lot. Leah Davies, she's still only had 1 match with us, so we won't look into her too much. She's a 2 in England. Travis Grove, is your stamina improving? That's all I care about. I don't care about any other skill. Okay, maybe I do. His stamina, he's gone from a 30 to a 31 in the space of a year. Good job. I need him to get into better shape. He can't do matches longer than 8 minutes without being gassed. Psychology, slowly improving. Charisma, not improving, but there's not much I could do with him. He has issues with Strife. Yeah, I forgot which one he was. We'll come next to Vic Walker, who's our most popular guy with 21 in the south of England. He had his first loss on the last show since signing, and his first time he's ever been pinned. He's gone from a 10 to a 21. I really like Vic Walker. I think he could be our champion for a while, especially now that Leighton Buzzard and Grant Tapin are the tag team champs. Victor Lannister, I will look at you because he's quite impressive. He's gone from a 2 to a 6 in this first 3 months. I like Victor Lannister quite a lot. Great talker. Technically, he is already getting better technically, which is great. Brawling's not getting better, but everything else seems to be doing pretty decent for Mr. Vic. The other Vic. And Sofia Yankovic, she's had 2 matches, I think, with us, so his popularity is a 3. Yeah. I like Sofia Yankovic. It's a shame she lives in Europe and I can't afford all the time to pay travel. I can, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. But yeah, that is us. We are now at 13k. Our next special event is our second Gold Rush show. Refuse to Lose went pretty well, but up next we have SEWF Live again. Our best rating is a 40, which we had this time, in this episode actually. So we will look at that quick. Show history. No, that's not it. It's top 100, isn't it? I need to look at. Got our top 100 events. Our best event ever was the first one of this year. Best matches ever. It's just Leighton Buzzard, and then Rohan Kirchner, and then Leighton Buzzard again. I'm sensing a theme. So Vic Walker gets good matches. Leighton Buzzard gets good matches, and Rohan Kirchner gets good matches. All of our top 10 matches involve 9 out of our top 10 matches involve Leighton Buzzard in some way, apart from Owen and Ward versus Dangermouth. So, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And next episode might be a longer one until we get up to Tiny. Depends how long it takes though. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.